changes and changes are always an unavoidable process in the evolution, and it happens automatically by itself. That is, in the same way happens in Ayurveda also. When I was starting my education, that is in 1970s, and number of colleges was very few, and ladies were not at all entering in the field of Ayurveda, and actually this science was concentrated in certain families, known as some renowned families, just like Moses and these Ashtanga families like that, and they were thinking that it is their responsibility to keep the depth and the treasure of Ayurveda. So it was in such a situation. And later what happens, people were more interested in the science, and so it came to the academic level, and then the changes starts. It was a continuous process. A uniform or arranged syllabus-based education started, and actually I am in the first batch of degree course in Kottakkal Ayurveda College. And before that, the course was started already in Government Ayurveda Colleges in Trivandrum. And then start the change. At that time, the syllabus was not at all that much scheduled, and not in a stage of this time. And then the students also were struggling a lot to get the rights, just like other fields of education. And they had to fight against so many things, actually, to get their rights as a student, as a academician, like that. And it is a history, long history, maybe in all fields, but it is very prominent in Ayurvedic fields. Then what happened, the mentality of the people, common people or the patients also was changing. At that time, the preparation of medicines and the usage of this medicine was actually time consuming and a little difficult. So people started to ask whether there is any easy methods, easy way to take this medicine, or to avoid the bitter taste, or reduce the period of treatment, like that. These were the demands. So the people were practicing Ayurveda had to face all these problems. And from time to time, they began to find solution for all these things. That was by the support of other field of sciences, just like physics and chemistry, electronics, like that, started to use the usage of all other equipments. And step by step, the syllabus also was renewed and rescheduled from time to time to incorporate all these things, to use these new instruments and equipments, and how to implement this practically in the field of Ayurvedic practice, like that. And there starts the success of Ayurvedic practice. Then some leading pharmaceuticals also were doing very high level researches to solve this problem. All this preparation, manufacturing field was highly advanced during the last 40 years, 40 to 50 years. We can't expect this much expansion has happened like that. Instead of using this bitter taste kashayas, tablet forms and capsule forms, and even taking extracts and distillation methods, so many methods are already implemented. And this is the very considerable step in the progress of Ayurveda. So people were attracted to Ayurveda so that they can use it easily. They can consume the medicines easily. They can take the medicine wherever they go. Before it was not possible. They had to prepare medicine at the time of consume, and that was very difficult. So this change in the manufacturing field has brought a very, very high level change. We can say it's an evolution. Then comes the academic level. There also the syllabus was modified from time to time, and so many factors or so many subjects of the modern medicine or allopathy system is now incorporated in the Ayurvedic system, because a student studying in Ayurveda college has to study both the system. That is the fact, because people are more general, common people are more familiar with the allopathy system, because in the syllabus of the basic level education, that means up to 10th standard or 12th standard, they have to study the basics of all other systems. They know what is nervous system, they know what is vascular system. So they are familiar with all these things. Just like botany or zoology or physics, they know something about the human system also. So they are highly attracted or familiar with these terms. So we have to explain these things, the Ayurvedic terms, in terms of other system. That was a very great danger for we people, because the basic theories of Ayurveda is not learned in their basic education. Up to 12th standard or 10th standard, they don't know what is three doshas. That is the basic theory of Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. They don't know what is Vata. Sometimes they will say it is a wind, or they say there is rheumatic complaints, there is some problem with their hand or leg, not able to, then they will say that is Vata. And like that, they know nothing about the basic theory of Ayurveda. The dhadus, they don't know what is dhadus. Rasa, Rekta, Mamsa, Medha, Asti, Shukla. These are the 7 dhadus. These are the basic concepts, basic theory of Ayurveda. So the common people don't know what is it. So there was a friction in between how to explain the theories of Ayurveda to patients. They will be always asking questions whether I am a rheumatic patient or a cardiac patient, like that. But the theories and explanation on Ayurvedic basis is entirely different from that. For that, so many people were starting to write books on that and give explanations like that. Now I think at least the people know what the terms Vata, Pitta, Kapha and something like that, or Panchabhutas. They will say, what is Bhuta? Is it something mystery like that? That is the basic elements, the primitive elements. Whatever object is made, that is by these Panchabhutas, Akash or Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, like that. So these are the problems even now existing, and trying to find solution for that. And it is solved to some extent. So in Ayurvedic syllabus, these concepts of basic theories of allopathy also is incorporated. That means when a Ayurvedic doctor is coming out of the academy, he knows what is the basic theory of allopathy and what are the diseases, what are the terminologies in that, and how to explain that. And they are correlating it with the Ayurvedic theory they have already studied. That is a very great advantage of Ayurvedic doctors. But the allopathic doctors don't know anything about Ayurveda. That is another problem. In the same way, they have to study Ayurveda, then only they can handle a person who is already under Ayurvedic treatment. So these are being solved nowadays. Both are coming together, and even though there are some friction in between, anyway they know something about. They started to learn or understand about Ayurveda, and there are some combined works also are being done nowadays. So that type of changes are being done. Then PG courses started. Then each subject is having its own PG level advanced courses. It is a 3-year course. Then after that, now there is already PhD courses, certificate courses. That also is in each subject. Like that, the education level is being already advanced a lot. So a student coming out of the academy with PhD in a particular subject will be thorough and very deep, having deep knowledge in that subject and also in the concerned topic in other systems. That is the advantage of this Ayurvedic education system nowadays.